This makes me happy. Another company has decided on bringing on a CD Transport to their collection of offerings. Schiit Audio has quickly become a memorable name within the audio community because they've done what many companies out there haven't been able to do. They created a popular collection of products at a reasonable price, and most of their products are designed and built in California. What a concept. Let's get to it. I've been exploring Schiit's lineup for a while now, and one of the aspects I truly admire about the brand is their consistently sleek industrial design. It's impressive how their products can be combined to create a unified, stylish setup. Although I tend to prioritize performance over aesthetics, finding a product that excels in both is definitely a big win in my book. Today we're taking a closer look into the Schiit URD. I hope I'm saying that right, URD. This is a fresh new take on a CD transport. I know many of you have voiced your opinions about CD transports in the comments section, and I can empathize with your concerns. I know many of you want a player that's just plug and play. However, there's a distinct charm about a transport. You're able to create your own personal style and sound. You aren't beholden to the engineers and their choice of DAC and output stages. You get complete creative control over how much your music sounds. Now, as many of you know, most players do come with the ability to run them as transports, which is great. But what you get with a standalone transport like the URD is the attention to detail on the stuff that's usually an afterthought for many engineering teams. Think about it for a second. All right, this is Schiit's first foray at a CD transport, a CD anything really. Don't you think the design team wanted to hit a home run with this one?
Unfortunately, I think you're right.
I noticed the URD provides a proprietary unison USB output, allowing direct connection to a USB input DAC. I find this feature endearing because it's rare to see a USB output in any CD-related device. I do prefer to use USB when I can, not saying coax, SPDIF, or AES, which all come standard on the URD, sound better or worse. I honestly can't really tell the difference. However, I prefer to use USB. Aside from the USB output, the URD also offers two USB inputs. So if you have a music streamer that has a USB output, you can connect directly to the URD, making this a hub for your digital devices. This also comes in handy if you have a device with only a USB output and your DACs, let's say, only has SPDIF and coax inputs, then the URD completely solves the problem. The URD is not a slouch under the hood. It comes with a Stream Unlimited metal tray loading Redbook CD mechanism. This is a high quality component from a company founded by veterans from Philips, who clearly know their craft. It also has impressive computing power with 4 32-bit microprocessors and a completely linear power supply. This setup includes separate transformers for both the drive and digital sections. Essentially, this setup means that each processor can focus on a specific task, like error correction or controlling the output, so they don't interfere with each other, making everything, more efficient. The linear power supply is great because it keeps the power consistent and quiet, which is key for clearer and more detailed sound. Plus, having separate transformers for different parts of the device helps prevent any electrical interference between the motor that spins the CD and the sensitive digital circuits, ensuring that the music sounds as good as possible, without any distortion or background noise or anything weird. It's a setup that really aims to deliver the best sound quality by keeping things precise and undisturbed. So far, I feel that the URD truly embodies the ethos of Schiit.
That's all good shit.
One interesting idiosyncrasy emerged as I began to engage with the system. I had the devil's own time trying to eject the CD tray, guys. For the life of me, I couldn't puzzle it out. So Schiit, true to form, opts for these cryptic symbols over straightforward labels, which can be a real head scratcher if, like me, you're stubbornly averse to consulting any sort of manual or instructions. After a bit of fumbling, I discovered a handy little life hack. Simply hold down the stop button and voila, the tray opens. Crisis averted. In this setup, I paired the URD with the Chord Cutis DAC, a fine piece of gear currently under my review. A big thank you to Soundings Hi-Fi for the loan. It's truly a gem of a shop. If you find yourself in the Denver area, do yourself a favor and give Soundings a visit. It's the pinnacle of audio havens in the region. From the DAC, my signal path led to a pristine pair of Buchart Audio Anniversary 10 speakers, keeping the audio chain refreshingly straightforward. From the start, the sound of this setup had me hooked. It was smooth, with a warmth and precision that spoke to a carefully engineered audio path. I loved the expansiveness of the soundstage. The way it laid out a musical landscape before me was nothing short of enchanting. Granted, the Cord Cutis DAC and the Bucart Anniversary 10s could likely make a $5 DVD player from Goodwill sing beautiful songs. Let's face it, this system was set up for success. Yet it wasn't just the gear itself, but the distinct absence of digital harshness that caught my attention. When I compared it to the more modern convenience of streaming via Bucart's stereo hub, the URD setup stood out with a smoother, more pleasing sonic character. In the face of wireless convenience, the URD held its ground with an analog-like fluidity that made digital files feel almost tangible. The overall experience was fun. It was immensely enjoyable and compellingly musical. It's rare that a piece of equipment exceeds expectations while also drawing you in its unique sonic world. The URD setup not only did that, but did so with a flair that sets it apart as one of the coolest CD transports I've had the pleasure of auditioning.
What about the money?
At $1,300, this piece isn't exactly what you'd call cheap audio, but given its state-of-the-art design, both aesthetically and technologically, it just might be a glimpse into the future of audio with the CD at the helm. In an era where so many of us want that tactile nostalgia of the past, this feels like a step in the right direction. Schiit is quickly carving a niche for newcomers eager to discover or rediscover the joy of sound. You know, that rich and immersive experience we once cherished with classic stereo systems. There's something to be said for striving to resurrect that old school appreciation for sound systems. This is the kind of product that reinforces my passion for the audio industry. It offers a versatile CD transport that not only allows me to experiment with various DACs and sounds, but also look sharp while doing it. It's heartening to see such innovation that connects the past charm with the present's technological prowess. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. I've got one more review lined up on the Cord Cutis before I take a short break for a couple of weeks to attend to some medical matters. It's a great time to show your support, whether by joining my Patreon or checking out the cool designs on my online t-shirt shop. I'm planning to be back by either the end of May or early June, recharged and ready to bring you some fresh new content. I'm excited to announce the return of Hi-Fi Hour, and I've lined up some amazing interviews that I can't wait to share with you. The podcast will be up and running again too. Over the years, I've been, moved by your praise, humbled by your criticism, and sometimes challenged by some tough comments down there. There were moments I thought about stepping away for good, but I feel there's still much I want to achieve. I haven't painted my Picasso just yet. I appreciate and value this community deeply. You all are truly the best. And don't worry, guys, I'm coming back stronger with a renewed vision and a new direction for our channel. I hope you're as excited as I am for what's to come. If you enjoyed the video, go the distance with the like button.
There's one thing I want you to do for me. Win. Win.
What are we waiting for?
Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I'd love to have you here as part of the conversation, and of course, ring the bell to get notified every time a new video is born. With all that said and done, I will see you on the next one, friends. Take care.